Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and review on this Farberware Milk Frother. It's a 4-in-1 frother, 10 ounce, automatic off, model number FW61100058108. It says it's 500 watts. So when you unbox it, at the very bottom is this little whisk. I could see how that might get missed. It's not in the container or anything, it's in the very bottom of the box. So when you unbox it, make sure you get this little piece. So here's what that little piece looks like. It's going to go inside the machine. So it sits on this base. Here's what the base looks like. It's got some rubber feet. The electricity is going to come up through there into the frother. It does swivel on there. Here's what the plug looks like. 2-prong plug, not a very long cord. Let's do dimensions. So it's about 8¼ inches tall, about 4¼ to here, and with the handle, it's about 6½. So it feels pretty nice. It's got a nice handle. There's a little grippy thing there. It's got these buttons. Okay, we're going to plug it in and try it out. And then it's got little feet. When it's not on the base, it sort of holds, not really. You can open that up. And this is where this little whisk is going to go. It's keyed. So you got to make sure you key it on there. So there it is on there. You got some minimum, 2 maximum. Okay, there's a kind of a symbol. Kind of a cappuccino symbol. Maybe there's the max for when you're heating it. It will heat milk. Yeah, so it says it's got 4 functions: cold foam, light warm, or light foam but warm, thick foam still warm, and then it'll just heat milk with no frothing. So frothing with no heating, heating with small frothing, heating with large frothing, and no frothing, just heating. So we'll try this out. Okay, so it has to be on the base for it to operate. So look, there's this light. I'm gonna hold it up. So there, that's how you know what function you're in. This little light is flashing. There's blue to kind of signify cold. And it goes to like a white light, white light, white light. And then you just hit the start button. There's the frother. It's very quiet. And it looks like you can stop it. I'm sure it's automatic too. Okay, so for different modes of operation, there's different levels. So when you're using the cold froth or either one of the warm froths, there's that max line. When you're using just heating and not frothing, you can use that max line. That max line's got like a thermometer next to it. There's another max line down there that's got the cappuccino next to it. So when you're doing this, or this, you've got to use that max line. When you want to heat the milk with no frothing, you can go all the way up here. And it says that is 10 ounces. So heating the milk is 10 ounces, frothing is 5 ounces. So this line right here is 5 ounces, which isn't very much. That's 10 ounces. And there is a minimum line too. Looks like it'd be about maybe 2.5 ounces. Okay, so let's pour some milk in. I'm going to go to the max for frothing. I've got it to the, it's easy to read, max for frothing. It's got a nice lid, clear lid. Let's put it on. Change the function. Let's do a lot of froth. So let's do heated with a lot of froth. Okay, that stops flashing and goes steady. And we are frothing. So it's not super loud. It's pretty quiet actually. Okay, so it's been going now for about a minute. Doesn't feel warm or anything. Okay, so it's been going about 3 minutes. Still makes the same sound throughout. Okay, just stopped. There's no beep. The light just goes out. So let's do a really quick temperature check. Boy, again, that's a lot of froth. So deep down in there, it's pretty. And let's raise as we go up. It gets a little cooler as you go up, but about 155. That's a lot of froth. Whew, that's a lot of froth. Wow. And so let's pour some coffee in just to see the separation. Pour a little coffee or espresso shot in, you'll see where the milk begins and the froth. That's a lot of froth. Wow. There's where the milk starts. Whew. Next, I'm going to do the less froth setting. Now, cleanup on these is tricky. You can't get this around the switch wet, and you don't want to get this wet down here. So we've got to clean that like that, just kind of rinsing some water with a brush. And you do want to do that pretty quick because that is a hot surface in there, and the milk will start to stick to it. Okay, I've got it filled up. I'm using 2% milk. It says it'll do with skim, whole milk, almond milk. So let's put the lid on. Again, let's move. Okay, that's got the selector already there. Just hit the start. This is going to be less froth. That's more froth. Again, it's very quiet. It seems like it's maybe turning a little bit slower because maybe that's how it gets less froth. But it's still heating it. Yeah, we're at 133. Okay, so again, it's really quiet. You got to kind of watch. It just kind of turns off when it's done. So again, not quite as much, but still looks like a lot of froth. It's definitely less. Let's pour just some coffee in there to get your separation. I would have liked to have seen a little less. That seems pretty close. I mean, it's a less, but I would have liked to have seen it like right to about here, maybe. This is settled for a while, so the froth has melted back into it. But so overall, it is less froth, but it's not much less. You still get a pretty big amount there. So cleanup is the only really issue. Again, you just can't submerge it. You can't get that wet here. You only can get that wet and kind of rinse it out. And then you got to pull that off. That can be kind of tricky, getting that off. So yeah, it seems like a pretty nice frother. Cleanup again is the only issue. Does it do less? Yeah, it does do less. This is the one with less. This is the one with more. So there is less froth there. So thanks everybody for watching.